Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Earlier, we were talking about Pac-12 and their commissioner mutually agreeing to part ways. And now we're going to be talking about an Oklahoma judge who sent more than 500 texts during a trial, and she resigned for that.
She resigned.
She
Okay, see,
resigned.
he
Yes.
resigned or she resigned?
She.
She. Okay.
She.
Wow. I had
Okay.
it in my head already that it was a male judge. Okay, let's hear this.
Okay, an Oklahoma judge agreed to step down Friday after she was caught sending hundreds of texts from the bench while overseeing an unalive trial in the unaliving of a 2-year-old boy, including messages
Oh,
that mocked prosecutors and were sprinkled with emojis. District Judge Tracy Soderstrom also agreed to not seek judicial office again in Oklahoma under a proposed settlement agreement filed with the Oklahoma Court on the Judiciary. She had faced removal from the bench over accusations that included gross neglect of duty, oppression in office, lack of proper temperament, and failure to supervise her office. Soderstrom had been scheduled to go on trial in a special court starting Monday. She stated in her resignation letter, "I promise to uphold the Constitution in a fair, even-handed, and efficient manner. I believe that I have done so. However, being human, I have also faltered." Oklahoma Supreme Court Chief Justice John Kane the fourth recommended Soderstrom be removed following an investigation that found she mocked prosecutors, laughed at the bailiff's comment about a prosecutor's genitals, praised the defense
what?
attorney
Sorry.
and called the prosecutor's key witness a liar. Security video published by the Oklahoman showed Soderstrom texting or messaging for minutes at a time during the jury selection, opening statements, and testimony during the trial in Chandler, about 45 miles outside of Oklahoma City. Soderstrom, who took office last year, voluntarily suspended herself in October. The judge's text during the trial on charge of the unaliving of his girlfriend's 2-year-old son included saying the prosecutor was sweating through his coat, according to Kane's petition. The text described the defense attorney as awesome and asked, "Can I clap for her?" during the defense attorney's opening arguments. In all, Soderstrom sent more than 500 texts to her bailiff. She also texted a laughing emoji icon to the bailiff, who had made a cross and demeaning reference to the prosecuting attorney's genitals, Kane wrote. So,
Oh, wait. Okay. I don't want to focus on my man's genitals right now. I got questions on this one.
yeah.
I will go to his genitals in a second, but save the genitals for later.
Uh,
Um, First off, this is a horrible, horrific trial as it
yes.
is.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have a trial like this,
Mm-hmm.
you expect the judge to take it incredibly
Yes,
serious.
absolutely.
A child has lost their life.
Mm-hmm.
A judge should be. This is the definition of when a judge should bring their A game.
Yes.
This is when they should be focused on figuring out what really happened,
Mm-hmm.
not texting about someone's genitals.
Yeah.
Do you know what they were what were texting about the genitals?
It didn't say in the news story that I read, but I can do some further research for you.
Okay, we don't need genital gate anyway. You can move on. um, but it sounded like from what you were saying, she was kind of rooting for the defendant.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what it sounds like.
a judge is supposed to be impartial, down the middle,
Yes, exactly.
undecided.
Mm-hmm.
And she's texting, she's checking the dude out. Uh she's ripping the prosecution.
Mm-hmm.
She has a built-in biasness that is going on just from those texts.
Yes.
When you look at what she's saying about the text, she's bashing. You can tell he's lying, this and that. Oh no, you throw this trial out. No matter what happens in this
Yeah, it
particular.
needs
Oh wait,
to.
there's a unique smile there, Faith. What did you come up with?
It's just I'm looking at
Oh,
a story CNN did on it, and
all right.
there's
Add to it.
some.
Add
Okay.
some more to this.
One of the texts from Soderstrom to the bailiffs cited in the petition read that the district attorney was sweating through his coat, and another, she commented, "Why does he have baby hands? They're so weird looking." The
Baby
petition
hands.
said, praising the defense attorney, the judge texted, "She's awesome. Can I clap for her?" She also texted the bailiff that a police officer who took the stand was pretty, adding, "I could look at him all day." She, in other messages, used an
Judge Tender over here.
yeah, called one video played to a witness boring, speculated whether one juror was wearing a wig, and opened the due to lack of DNA evidence against the defendant, there would be no way they get guilty on murder, according to the petition.
This judge is horrible.
Oh, I don't, yeah. And,
And you wonder why the appeal process is so important.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a judge like this, and there's so many times where there's people that have gone to jail because a judge has a built-in bias before it ever gets
Yes.
to the, you know what I mean? This is the definition of a built-in bias.
Mm-hmm.
A judge has to be impartial. She's checking out a police officer, trying to get the digits, calling them eye candy. There's no place for that.
No, especially with this type of
This type of case,
case.
yes.
Yeah. I
This
mean,
isn't.
she even if it was like, I don't know, like a boring case, like divorce case or whatever, like you still need to be like paying attention. You paid all that money to go to law school and to do all this to become a judge, to be able to decide uh who goes to jail, who doesn't go to jail type of situation. You need to take each case very seriously. And if you don't want to do that, then don't become a judge. I don't.
And see, two things. One, the fact you can tell this woman is not paying attention. She's talking about the baby hands and all this
Yes.
stuff. The guys, and you understand what she's getting at when she talks about
Mm-hmm.
baby hands, right?
Yes.
She's talking small,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So she's not focused at all in doing her job.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where I have a big problem with this story.
Yeah.
There needs to be some type of federal statute somewhere. And I feel like it should apply to judges, police officers, and teachers.
Mm.
This federal statute I would love to happen because there has been numerous cases where teachers have been found to be have done wrongdoing.
Yes.
Judges have been found to be done wrongdoing. Police officers, wrongdoing.
Mm-hmm.
And the sentence is you can no longer teach in this state. You can no longer be a judge in this state, or you have the ability no longer to be a police officer in this state. Well, these are three of the most important jobs in America.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fabric of what America is made from. Our teachers, our police officers, and our judges.
Yes.
And if you are found wrong and if you're found of wrongdoing in those three jobs, hey, there should be a statute. If you're found to have done wrong in this state, you cannot do this job in any state. If you're banned, if you're banned in Texas, you're banned in Ohio, California, Mississippi, and everywhere else.
Mm-hmm. I feel there should definitely be more repercussions than just being like, oh, you can't practice in Oklahoma anymore.
And it sounds like it was a negotiated one. That means she might even gotten
Yeah.
some money out of it as
Mm-hmm.
well. So she probably got this is me speculating, got a
Mm-hmm.
severance and let go.
Yeah.
And if she can go to some other state and be a judge again.
Yeah,
I don't think
and
that's right.
the one thing that kind of bothers me with this is her statement that she released. It kind of just seemed like she was just writing off the fact that she like wasn't paying attention during
Do you have her
trials. She was
state?
just like,
Let me hear her statement.
she was like, I promise to uphold the Constitution in a fair, even handed, and efficient manner. I believe that I have done so. However, being human, I have also faltered. So she's blaming the fact that she's human and she makes mistakes to the fact that she wasn't paying attention to the trial and having a biased view on the case.
Your job does not allow you to be human. Your job requires you to be impartial
You have to be
and
as objective as possible in those kinds of
as
jobs.
humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And if you're guilty of faltering in that job, you need to be removed from that job
Yes.
and never be allowed to hold a job like this again. If
Mm-hmm.
you're sitting there, you're talking about how good looking somebody is, baby hands and all of that stuff. No, I don't. Do you want this? Okay, if
I
she
wouldn't
can
want
do
this
this,
judge.
if she's doing this on a kid who has tragically passed,
Mm-hmm.
think about this. You're fighting for it. You're in court. You didn't do anything wrong. You're innocent,
Mm-hmm.
and you're fighting for your life. And Judge Baby Hands show up here. Do you want her as your
No.
judge? Is she going to pay attention to your case enough
No.
to control a jury? How can she control a jury when she's not even paying attention? She's trying to
Right.
she's checking all.
Scrolling
I
on
can look at him
TikTok
all
and
day,
stuff.
you know.
Yeah.
She's swiping right on the cop over here. She's not
Yeah.
paying attention. This is people's lives, and judges have people's lives in their palm of their hand.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's important that you stay, focused. And here's the thing. Hey, I'm losing focus here. I'm going to call for a recess.
Yeah.
If if old cop over here is so I could look at him all day that you're getting all hot and bothered, guess what, sister? Go take you a break. We're gonna adjourn until tomorrow. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
home and take me 2.5 cold showers, and I'll be ready to go. But don't be
Yeah.
texting and doing all that stuff.
Never in my life would I would I think that a judge would be in a courtroom texting on their phone or like playing Candy Crush or whatever while a trial is going on. Like, if anything, now I guess we have to treat you like, you're a kid in high school with their cell phone. You got to lock up your phone for the day until, the day's over with, and then you can have your phone back. Like,
And I think a judge has to be held accountable. I
yes.
feel like I think that imagine how many other judges are doing this.
Mm-hmm.
If you seized a bunch of judges' phones, would you find that? Because here's the thing:
Well, I
if
believe
you were
they're.
if you were doing this, Faith, I'm Judge Tate, and I'm like, hey, I send you a message, Faith. Okay, another trial, I'll send you a message. You don't get to the point where you're sending out 500 messages,
500. That's
right?
insane. 500 text messages.
You don't get to the point that you're sending out 500 messages unless you've been texting during trials for an extended period of time that you feel comfortable doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So I would honestly say if I had that judge, even if I was guilty as hell, I'm getting a lawyer and I'm calling for a mistrial. I want a new
Yeah.
trial, or I want
Mm-hmm.
my charges thrown out because she shows that she's not paying attention during trial. She has been busted of
Mm-hmm.
making 5. That means she's been texting before. That shows a path of
Yeah.
chronically texting during the trial and not paying attention. Anyone that has been charged should get a retrial or get their charges thrown out, which is unfortunate because there's some guilty people that maybe should be in there. But the worry is maybe hook 'em up judge over here is not paying attention, and maybe a couple people got put in jail wrongly. So no, my only issue with this whole case is that there's not a stiff enough sentence. Banned for life on ever being a judge, ever practicing law. You know, I'm not just being a judge. Oh, Sir Tex-a-Lot. No, she can't even be a lawyer anymore. That's what I would say.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate thing to happen. So, when I was reading this, I was like, oh, no way. That's insane.
It's such a sensitive topic,
yes.
though. This is not the trial where it was the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean and
Johnny
his
Depp
wife.
and Amber Heard.
Yes. Okay.
I watched
if you're but okay, if you found out that judge was like, oh, baby hands, and ooh, this person, it'd be like, you know what, this thing is crazy enough that you know what, this was a crazy trial anyway. This is nuts. You get a pass.
Yeah.
But not this topic over here.
No. Yeah.
You know, that's what I have to say on that one.
Yeah, I guess, you know, if you're a judge watching our show, stay off your phone.
Wait a minute. Don't bring your phone. Leave your phone in chambers. You should not be bringing your phone at all.
All right, guys. Well, with that, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to dive into our oddities of the day.